matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. In there. And they'll stop him at the 16. Offense in an empty set. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. How long have have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those.
Oh, he's got some space. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To throw, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
You run those routes, those curl routes just like that. Those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football, so you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. 1st down.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense showing blitz here. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Spits it out to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ott. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Give to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here we go. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's up. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Power football with the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the counter. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires toward the target. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Going for the goal line. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the 2nd down and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's... There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. Bring it out to the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw. It's Reed. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Concepcion. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
It's a running room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going up top again. fires to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Makes the grab. It's up. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Going to swing it on second down. Going up top. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Got his man quickly. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This should be the last play of the quarter. D showing blitz. It might be bluffing. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the 1st period.
Texas A&M 7, Oklahoma 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's loose. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's up. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy...
Breaks it inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Sticks it in his belly. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. Out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking for a man, it's Mateer. He's going up top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to keep it in the air. Release to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they're in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. They'll run it. It's Ott. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air, it's Mateer. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. They've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Bussey. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
To the air on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fair catch, called for and made. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, looking for a man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Turning it on! Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the result, Texas A&M 21, Oklahoma.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Dropping back, it's Batir. Finds his man, it's Sategna. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. It looks like they're going to have to throw it, but as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move. You can change the launch point. Try to do something to get guys moving one way. Take advantage going the other direction.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Never a doubt. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's the handoff. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Moss. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. With the catch, it's Concepcion. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quickly complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft.
Turning on the Jets. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Second down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's Moss. Gets it past the marker. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense putting points on the board.
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. Gets away from one. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss pass on the trick play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the backfield. It's up. Oh, a lot of space. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That adds their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in on the left. He's loose. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Aggie. And the pummeling has started.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Mateer. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going up top here late in the game. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Their own end zone, nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Brings up second and goal.
Trying to bull his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Made a defender miss. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air, it's Reed. He's taking the shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through.